Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers. Money Bag today, we're diving into the world of small coins with big value. The top 5 most valuable and ultra-rare Roosevelt 1-dime coins. These tiny pieces of silver and copper nickel could be worth thousands, even millionaire-level prices in today's collector market. So before you spend that dime, you might want to give it a closer look. Let's get started. First up, the Roosevelt 1-dime from 1976 with the D mint mark is a shining piece of American history and a coin that carries both heritage and value. In very fine condition, this small yet powerful coin stands as a symbol of mid-20th century craftsmanship and patriotic pride. The 1976 D Roosevelt dime is not only admired for its design and quality, but also for its growing status in the collector's market today. As demand for classic U.S. coins continues to rise, the 1976 D-dime has become one of the standout pieces that both new and experienced collectors seek out, making it a coin that holds tremendous potential and beauty. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime as America's 10-cent piece. It was created to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, whose leadership during the Great Depression and World War II left an unforgettable mark on the nation. Designed by John R. Sinek, the dime features a simple yet elegant portrait of President Roosevelt, representing courage, progress, and unity. By the time the 1976 issue was struck, the Roosevelt dime had already become a staple of American coinage, reliable, recognizable, and deeply respected. The year 1976 was a significant one for the United States, marking the bicentennial celebration of America's independence. While special commemorative designs were issued for quarters, half dollars, and dollars that year, the dime retained its traditional design, symbolizing continuity and stability amidst national celebration. The 1976 D. Roosevelt dime, struck at the Denver Mint, serves as a piece of that historic era, a reminder of the country's enduring strength and unity through 200 years of progress. On the obverse, the coin proudly displays the dignified profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt facing left, with the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date, 1976. The D mint mark appears just above the date, identifying it as a Denver Mint issue. In very fine condition, the details of Roosevelt's portrait remain sharp, from the contours of his hair to the distinct expression of determination on his face. The surfaces exhibit gentle where consistent with careful handling, enhancing its vintage character and charm. The reverse of the 1976 D. Roosevelt dime carries a design rich in symbolism. It features a torch in the center, representing liberty, flanked by an olive branch on the left symbolizing peace, and an oak branch on the right symbolizing strength. The inscriptions "United States of America, E Pluribus Unum," and "1 dime" complete the design. Even in very fine condition, the details of the branches and torch remain visible, reflecting the high minting standards of the era. The overall appearance of the coin, especially when viewed under light, showcases the balanced artistry that continues to captivate collectors. What makes the 1976 D. Roosevelt dime particularly special today is its growing rarity in superior states of preservation. While millions were produced for everyday circulation, coins that have survived in very fine or better condition are increasingly hard to find. Over time, many have been lost, damaged, or heavily worn through daily use. This makes coins like the 1976 D dime, with clean details, minimal surface wear, and original luster, exceptionally desirable in today's active collector market. Collectors are also drawn to this coin for its connection to the bicentennial year. Even though the dime's design did not change that year, its historical context adds an extra layer of appeal. Owning a 1976 D. Roosevelt dime is like holding a piece of America's 200th birthday, a link to the celebration of the nation's founding and its continued journey. Coins from this era are being increasingly recognized as treasures from an important chapter in U.S. history, and the 1976 D dime stands proudly among them. In today's collector market, the 1976 D Roosevelt dime has shown consistent and growing value. In circulated but very fine condition, it can fetch anywhere from 50 cents to $2, but coins with higher grades, sharp details, and strong luster can reach $25 to $75 or more, depending on market conditions. Certified mint state examples, particularly those graded MS-65 and above by professional services such as PCGS or NGC, can command even higher prices. Some rare die varieties and mint errors associated with the 1976 D issue, including double dies and off-center strikes, have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in major auctions. The demand for Roosevelt dimes, especially from the 1970s, has grown among collectors who recognize the value of preserving coins from a period of economic change and patriotic pride. The 1976 D-dime's combination of fine design, historical significance, and collectible condition makes it one of the most appealing finds for enthusiasts. It's not just a 10-cent coin. It's a token of American heritage that continues to appreciate in both historical and monetary value. For collectors, keeping the coin in top condition is key to preserving and increasing its value. Proper storage and protective holders or airtight capsules can help prevent oxidation and wear. The coin should never be cleaned with chemicals or abrasives, as this can damage the surface and reduce its market appeal. Instead, gentle handling and careful display are the best ways to maintain its beauty and ensure it remains a prized piece for years to come. The 1976 D. Roosevelt dime also holds special meaning for investors in numismatics. As silver content was eliminated from dimes after 1964, these later copper-nickel issues have gained renewed interest for their historical and collectible value rather than their metal content. The combination of condition, mint mark, and year makes the 1976 D-dime a smart and affordable entry point for those looking to build a meaningful coin collection with solid potential for long-term appreciation. There is something truly remarkable about the Roosevelt dime: its simplicity, its symbolism, and its ability to connect generations of Americans through a single piece of metal. The 1976 D issue embodies that legacy perfectly, offering collectors a tangible reminder of a proud year in U.S. history. With its fine detail, strong condition, and rising collector demand, it has transformed from a simple coin of commerce into a highly valued collectible that continues to shine brightly in the numismatic world. The 1976 D. Roosevelt 1 dime is far more than just a small denomination coin. It is a treasured piece of American heritage. With its deep historical roots, artistic elegance, and exceptional condition, this coin commands admiration and respect among collectors. Its growing rarity, high market demand, and increasing dollar value make it a wise and exciting addition to any collection. In very fine condition, the 1976 D. Roosevelt dime represents the perfect blend of beauty, history, and value. A true gem in today's coin market that continues to prove that even the smallest coins can carry the greatest significance. Next up, the Roosevelt 1 dime from 1967, without a mint mark, is one of those fascinating coins that continues to capture the attention of collectors and enthusiasts across America. In very good condition, this coin stands as a solid reminder of an important period in U.S. coinage history. While at first glance it may seem like an ordinary dime, its background, striking features, and growing collector demand make it far more than just 10 cents. The 1967 Roosevelt dime has become a hidden gem in today's numismatic world, especially for those who appreciate coins with a rich story and lasting value. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt's leadership during some of America's toughest times, including the Great Depression and World War II, made him one of the most respected leaders in history. The dime was chosen as the denomination to feature his portrait because of Roosevelt's personal connection to the March of Dimes, a charity campaign that helped fight polio, a disease he courageously battled himself. By 1967, this coin had already been circulating for over 2 decades and had become a beloved part of American pocket change. The year 1967 was a remarkable time for U.S. coin production. The country was transitioning from silver to a copper-nickel composition, a major change in coinage history. Due to coin shortages and the rising price of silver in the mid-1960s, the U.S. Mint decided to eliminate mint marks temporarily between 1965 and 1967 to discourage hoarding. That's why the 1967 Roosevelt dime has no mint mark, a rare and historically significant detail that makes this issue stand out to collectors today. This small but meaningful change adds a unique identity to the 1967 dime, setting it apart from coins minted before and after that period. Designed by John R. Sinek, the obverse of the 1967 dime features a finely detailed portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt facing left. The inscriptions, "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the year 1967 surround his portrait, maintaining the coin's elegant simplicity. In very good condition, the portrait remains sharp and easily recognizable, displaying Roosevelt's strong features and the smooth flow of the design. The reverse side showcases the famous torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols representing liberty, peace, and strength. Even after years of circulation, these details remain visible and beautifully balanced, demonstrating the quality of mid-century U.S. minting. One of the most interesting features of the 1967 Roosevelt dime is its composition. Unlike earlier dimes made of 90% silver, the 1967 issue is struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition over a pure copper core. This transition marks an important moment in the modernization of U.S. coinage. Despite not containing silver, these coins have earned their own collectible value due to their historical context, design quality, and increasing rarity and high-grade condition. The 1967 issue represents a new chapter in American coinage and symbolizes the country's adaptation to economic changes while maintaining the same patriotic artistry. The rarity of the 1967 Roosevelt dime lies not only in its lack of a mint mark, but also in the fact that many of these coins were heavily circulated. Finding one today in very good or better condition, with strong details and clean surfaces, is becoming less common. Most surviving examples show significant wear, but those with preserved details and minimal damage are highly desirable. The coin's age, historical importance, and well-maintained surfaces make it a sought-after find in today's active collector market. Collectors are drawn to the 1967 dime because of its unique place in U.S. history. It bridges the gap between the silver and clad eras and represents a time of national transformation. For many collectors, adding a 1967 dime in very good condition to their collection is like owning a piece of American evolution, a physical link to the moment when coin production changed forever. As awareness of this transitional coin grows, so does its appeal and market value among serious numismatists and new collectors alike. In today's coin market, the 1967 Roosevelt dime continues to perform strongly. In very good condition, this coin often trades between $1 and $5, but examples with sharp detail, strong luster, or proof-like surfaces can command higher prices, often reaching $10 to $30 depending on the collector's demand. Certified high-grade pieces, those in mint state or proof condition, can go for much more, especially if they display brilliant surfaces and strong eye appeal. Certain varieties and errors from this year, including doubled dies or off-center strikes, have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in auctions, proving that even small denominations can bring big returns. The demand for coins from the late 1960s has been steadily increasing as collectors realize how vital this period was to the evolution of modern American coinage. The 1967 Roosevelt dime, with its no mint mark feature and historical context, stands as a top choice for both beginner and veteran collectors. It's a coin that combines beauty, history, and affordability, three qualities that make it an essential part of any well-rounded U.S. coin collection. For collectors, maintaining the 1967 Roosevelt dime's condition is crucial for preserving its value. It's best stored in protective holders or airtight capsules to prevent further oxidation or damage. Handling should always be minimal and with clean, dry hands or gloves to protect the coin's surface from oils and scratches. Keeping it away from moisture and extreme temperatures will help maintain its natural luster and ensure it remains a valuable piece for years to come. This coin also serves as an excellent educational piece for anyone interested in learning about America's coinage transition. The 1967 Roosevelt dime tells the story of how the U.S. Mint adapted to the times while keeping national pride and artistry intact. Each time you hold one, you're reminded of how even the smallest coin can represent resilience, innovation, and history. It's a perfect example of how value in numismatics goes far beyond metal content. It's about heritage and meaning. The 1967 Roosevelt dime, without a mint mark, continues to shine in the collector community for all the right reasons. It's a coin that stands proudly in its simplicity, yet carries the weight of historical importance and craftsmanship. As more collectors discover its story and rarity, demand and prices continue to rise, making it a valuable piece both for sentimental and financial reasons. This dime's growing recognition in the numismatic market proves that even coins once overlooked can achieve impressive appreciation over time. The 1967 Roosevelt 1 dime is more than just 10 cents. It's a powerful symbol of American progress and perseverance. Its connection to Franklin D. Roosevelt, its minting during a transformative period, and its beautiful preservation in very good condition make it an exceptional collectible today. With high demand in the market, rising dollar value, and undeniable historical charm, this coin continues to hold its place as one of the most respected and sought-after dimes in U.S. history. A coin like the 1967 Roosevelt dime reminds us that every piece of currency has a story to tell, and this one story is one of enduring value and timeless pride. Next up, the Roosevelt 1 dime from 1966, without a mint mark, is one of those fascinating pieces of American coinage that continues to shine in the world of numismatics. In very fine condition, this coin holds a special place in collectors' hearts, not just for its beauty and craftsmanship, but also for its connection to an important transitional era in U.S. coin history. The 1966 Roosevelt dime, with its clean, dignified design and its historical significance, has become one of the most respected coins among serious collectors who value rarity, artistry, and long-term market appreciation. Introduced in 1946, the Roosevelt dime was created to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, one of America's most influential leaders. His leadership through the Great Depression and World War II earned him the admiration of the nation, and the dime was chosen as a tribute to his efforts in supporting the March of Dimes campaign, which helped fight the polio disease he personally battled. By 1966, the coin had already been a mainstay in circulation for 2 decades, and it continued to embody Roosevelt's legacy of courage and compassion, making it not only a piece of currency, but a piece of American pride. The year 1966 was a turning point in U.S. coinage history. The mint was undergoing major changes following the removal of silver from circulating coins in 1965. To discourage coin hoarding, mint marks were temporarily removed from all coins produced between 1965 and 1967, which is why the 1966 dime has no mint mark. This makes it a distinctive piece, as it symbolizes a time when the U.S. Mint had to adapt to new economic realities while maintaining the integrity and beauty of American coin design. The no mint mark feature adds a layer of intrigue and collectability that makes the 1966 dime stand out. Designed by the talented John R. Sinek, the obverse of the 1966 Roosevelt dime proudly displays the portrait of President Roosevelt facing left. The inscriptions, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date, 1966, are gracefully arranged around his image, creating a balance that reflects timeless American design. In very fine condition, this coin still holds crisp details. Roosevelt's facial features, hair, and the overall texture remain sharp and distinct. On the reverse side, the design features a torch in the center, flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. These symbols represent liberty, peace, and strength, the very values that Roosevelt championed during his presidency. Another standout feature of the 1966 Roosevelt dime is its composition. Unlike earlier dimes that were made of 90% silver, the 1966 issue was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition over a pure copper core. This was a significant shift in U.S. coinage, marking the modern era of clad coins. Despite the change in metal, the 1966 dime retained its attractive silver-like appearance and durability. The strong metallic luster, especially in very fine condition, adds a pleasing appeal that makes it a desirable piece for both new and seasoned collectors. In terms of rarity, the 1966 Roosevelt dime is particularly noteworthy. While millions were minted, Most have long since been worn down or removed from circulation. Finding one today in very fine or higher condition with full details and natural color is becoming increasingly uncommon. Many examples have lost their original sharpness due to years of handling, which makes well-preserved coins like this one highly collectible. The no mint mark feature and its historical placement in the clad coinage era only increase its desirability in today's active collector market. Collectors love coins that tell a story, and the 1966 Roosevelt dime does exactly that. It represents resilience, change, and adaptation during a pivotal moment in American coinage history. Its clean design, brilliant balance, and rich symbolism make it a timeless treasure. Even in very fine condition, this coin's surfaces often retain traces of original mint brilliance, adding character and depth to its appearance. For many enthusiasts, owning this dime is like holding a piece of American evolution in their hands. When it comes to market value, the 1966 Roosevelt dime continues to perform impressively in today's numismatic scene. In very fine condition, the coin typically sells for $1 to $5, but depending on the sharpness of detail, eye appeal, or if the coin has special characteristics like a proof-like finish or striking variations, it can fetch $10 to $25 or more. High-grade uncirculated or proof specimens can command prices that go much higher, especially those certified by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Rare error coins from 1966, such as off-center strikes or double-die varieties, have been known to sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, showing just how strong the market is for this series. The growing demand for transitional-era dimes like the 1966 issue is undeniable. Collectors are realizing how significant this coin is in telling the story of the U.S. Mint's modernization and the move away from silver coinage. As more people enter the hobby and start focusing on historically meaningful coins, the 1966 Roosevelt dime has emerged as a highly desirable target. Its affordability combined with its backstory and rarity makes it one of the best entry points for new collectors looking to own something special with great potential for appreciation. For those who already own a 1966 Roosevelt dime, proper care is key to maintaining its value. Storing it in a protective holder, coin flip, or airtight capsule will prevent further wear and exposure to air and moisture. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can reduce its natural luster and historical appeal. Gentle handling and proper storage can ensure that the coin maintains its condition and continues to grow in desirability and worth over time. This coin also serves as a reminder that numismatics is about more than just metal value. It's about preserving history. Every 1966 Roosevelt dime carries within it the spirit of an evolving America, a country that adapted to new times while honoring its greatest leaders. Holding this coin connects collectors to a legacy of courage, reform, and national pride. It's a tangible symbol of how small details can carry great meaning and financial potential. Today, as collectors around the world search for historically significant and aesthetically pleasing coins, the 1966 Roosevelt dime stands out as a top-tier choice. Its historical depth, iconic design, and increasing rarity have helped it secure a strong position in the market. Each year, demand grows, and so does its recognition among those who understand the deeper value behind American coinage. The 1966 Roosevelt one dime without a mint mark is a powerful symbol of history, craftsmanship, and resilience. Its design honors a great leader, its composition marks a historic shift in U.S. coinage, and its preserved condition ensures lasting beauty. With strong collector demand and an active market value that continues to rise, this coin represents not only a piece of American heritage, but also a smart investment for the future. A small coin with a big story, the 1966 Roosevelt dime remains a shining example of how everyday currency can become an extraordinary treasure. Next up, the Roosevelt one dime from 1985 with the D mint mark stands out as a timeless example of American coinage excellence. Struck at the Denver Mint, this dime continues to capture the admiration of collectors due to its fine craftsmanship, symbolic history, and lasting beauty. In excellent condition, the 1985 Roosevelt dime glows with its original luster, making it not only a striking collectible, but also a piece of enduring American legacy. Today, this coin is finding renewed attention in the numismatic world, where its demand and market value are on a steady rise. Introduced in 1946, the Roosevelt dime was designed to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who led the nation through both the Great Depression and World War II. His dedication to public welfare and his founding support for the March of Dimes campaign made him a fitting figure to appear on the 10-cent piece. By 1985, nearly 4 decades after its introduction, the Roosevelt dime had become an American classic, a familiar yet historically rich coin that symbolized strength, unity, and progress. The 1985 D. Roosevelt dime carries all the refined details that collectors admire. Designed by John R. Sinek, the coin's obverse features a striking left-facing portrait of President Roosevelt, surrounded by the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the year 1985. The small D mint mark is delicately placed just above the date, marking its origin from the Denver Mint. On the reverse, the imagery remains iconic, a flaming torch in the center flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right, powerful symbols representing liberty, peace, and strength. Together, these design elements make the 1985 dime a perfect balance of elegance and patriotism. In excellent condition, the brilliance of the coin truly comes alive. The high points of Roosevelt's face remain sharp, the inscriptions are bold, and the fields display a smooth, reflective quality that enhances its overall appeal. Collectors value this condition highly because it preserves both the artistry of the engraving and the crispness of the original strike. The metallic sheen of the 1985 dime, in excellent condition, has a beautiful silvery tone that continues to attract serious collectors looking for coins that have stood the test of time. The 1985 Roosevelt dime is composed of a copper-nickel clad over a pure copper core, a composition introduced in 1965 after the removal of silver from U.S. circulating dimes. This clad construction gives the coin durability and resistance to tarnish, which explains why so many coins from this era have survived in attractive condition. However, finding an example that has maintained its original luster and full design detail, like this excellent condition piece, is becoming increasingly rare as the years go by. Rarity is not always about low mintage. Sometimes, it's about preservation. While millions of these coins were produced, only a small fraction remain in such outstanding condition today. Circulated coins tend to show heavy wear, but those that have been carefully stored or preserved are gaining strong attention in the numismatic market. The 1985 D. Roosevelt dime in excellent condition is now recognized as a collector's gem, especially when its surfaces are free of scratches and its shine remains vibrant. Collector demand for high-grade modern coins has been growing rapidly, and the 1985 D dime is a prime example of this trend. Enthusiasts appreciate it for its blend of accessibility and historical importance. Many numismatists see this coin as part of an important transitional era, one that bridges the traditional craftsmanship of earlier U.S. coins with the more modern production techniques that define today's minting standards. The Denver Mint's strong reputation for striking high-quality coins adds even more credibility and desirability to this issue. In the current coin market, the 1985 D. Roosevelt dime is performing impressively. Circulated examples are still found in pocket change, but coins in excellent condition, like this one, can sell for $5 to $15 or more, depending on luster, eye appeal, and strike quality. Uncirculated and proof-like examples certified by professional grading services, such as PCGS or NGC, can command even higher values, reaching $25 to $50, while rare mint errors or off-center strikes can fetch hundreds of dollars. Collectors recognize the long-term potential of this coin, especially as pristine examples become harder to find. The growing popularity of modern dimes has created strong competition among collectors, and the 1985 D. Roosevelt dime has benefited greatly from this trend. Online auctions and coin shows often feature bidding wars for high-grade examples, and market analysts predict that values will continue to rise as more people seek out quality coins from the 1980s, a decade that is gaining nostalgic appeal among collectors and investors alike. For collectors who already own a 1985 D. Roosevelt dime, maintaining its excellent condition is key to preserving and increasing its value. It's best to keep the coin in a protective holder or airtight capsule to prevent oxidation or scratches. Never attempt to clean the coin, as cleaning can damage the surface and reduce its collectible worth. Instead, careful handling and proper storage will ensure that this piece retains its natural luster and beauty for generations to come. The Roosevelt dime series remains one of America's most enduring and respected coinage lines. Each year tells a different story, and the 1985 D issue is no exception. It reflects a period of strong craftsmanship, national pride, and technical precision. For both new and experienced collectors, this coin offers a perfect balance of affordability, beauty, and potential appreciation, qualities that make it a cornerstone of any meaningful coin collection. Beyond its monetary worth, the 1985 D Roosevelt dime serves as a small but powerful reminder of America's resilience and legacy. Its design, symbolism, and condition together tell a story of progress and preservation, values that resonate deeply with collectors who understand the artistry and history behind every coin. This dime, though small in size, carries a grand significance that connects the past to the present. In conclusion, the 1985 D Roosevelt 1 dime in excellent condition is far more than just a 10-cent piece. It's a shining symbol of American craftsmanship and historical depth. Its strong market demand, impeccable design, and lasting brilliance make it one of the most desirable modern coins in circulation today. Whether you're a longtime collector or just beginning your numismatic journey, this coin represents an extraordinary opportunity to own a piece of enduring value. The 1985 D Roosevelt dime truly proves that even the smallest coins can hold the biggest stories and the biggest potential.